Hi Scorpio, welcome into your general weekly reading for the week of February 10th to the 16th, 2025. Let's do some shuffling and begin your weekly read. This is the Elemental Oracle deck, which we will be utilizing. To begin for Scorpio for this upcoming week, beautiful energy on the board, the Magnetism card talking about attraction, as well as the North card talking about expansion. And so beginning with this attraction magnetism card, you're going to feel as if your connection to the universe is wildly important at this time, right? Throughout this week, you're feeling larger and more in charge than ever. You're feeling empowered throughout this week, and you can't help but sense that you are and even seeing evidence that you are manifesting quite efficiently, and you're attracting in everything and everybody that you are meant to at this point along your path. When you need an opportunity, it just flows on in for you effortlessly, and it's up to you to choose to accept it or not by trusting your intuition. When you need maybe advice, good news, when you maybe want or need more money, don't be surprised when that flows on in for you in divine timing throughout this week period. And I feel like you're getting to better understand why you've been going through what you've been going through, as it sets you up to further yourself moving forward after this week. But there are going to be moments of solitude as we look at this imagery of the kid sitting, by his lonesome. And I don't feel like this is going to be necessarily a lonely kind of moment, as you will be surrounded by positive spirits there to assist you and guide you, maybe even prepare you, I feel. But it will be a moment or several moments throughout the week, where you are physically alone, and you're going to be doing some necessary reflecting, thinking ahead in a visualizing, imaginative kind of way for the near future. And they're saying, what do you want? Okay. Because I find that this is a week where you're reminded that you will get what you want. And I feel like I've mentioned this in one of your recent weekly reads, but you will get what you want, period. So I guess be careful what you ask for, but they're wanting you to visualize and remember for key importance. But the North card is speaking upon, once again, expansion, because, my friend, this is a week where you're going to be feeling it's inevitable to expand at least one situation within your world. Say it's your business, your career path in general. It could be by, say, maybe gaining a new money-making hobby or a side gig or something of the sort. I feel like you're going to think about think about how to better utilize your money strategically moving forward to expand your physical reality. Where to put your money and how to use it to see your world expand positively, more beneficially. Can I invest in something that's going to maybe give me a return financially in the future, right? Even if it's a bit down the line. And so stuff of this nature is going to take a highlight. But I also feel like the week involves a focus upon connections. You can't help but feel as if certain people are wanting to reach out to you or feeling magnetized towards you, say at work, otherwise, right? Regardless of what kind of situation that is within. People are reaching out via the telephone, are commenting and praising you, thanking you online for a lot. And I sense that this is needed, okay? Maybe even wanted. And I do feel like Spirit saying, if you are a loner, if you've been spending a lot of quality time alone to yourself, maybe being an introvert, a homebody, a lot less of that moving forward. And I sense that this week gives you a taste of that. I want to say out of preparation, maybe to push you out, to wiggle you out of your comfort zone, okay? Because there's going to be friendship experiences, opportunities of importance that involve connecting with other people, being out there in the open, exploring, going on adventures. I know I'm struggling with that word recently, adventures. But moving on, for somebody there's a significance when it comes to the beach. But the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands, interesting. I'm going to say the Nine of Wands. I mean, I do find that Scorpios typically embody a very Knight of Wands energy, just a hardworking, movement-oriented, sort of passionate soul, even though you're a water sign. But I do feel as if these two heavy energies are hinting towards you dealing with certain levels of chaos or difficult energy, a lot on your plate, in this leaving you burnt out at certain points, if we're going to be real. We'll put those aside because they're quite heavy. But the Ten of Swords in reverse, as the week highlights what is continuing, what's meant to last, what isn't at the very least anytime soon meant to come to an end. They're asking you to be grateful for this, right? We get that that job may not be perfect, but it's meant to last at least for a significant period of time moving forward. So be grateful for it. I get that, your connection has its ups and downs, but of course, you need to remember that that person is destined to be in your life, right, moving forward. Regardless if that's your soulmate for for eternity, you know what I mean? It could even be in regards to where you're living, you name it. But we're moving on to the Eight of Pentacles. I just heard you're not done growing. You're not done growing and developing, changing as a soul. And there's part of that throughout the week. The Eight of Pentacles, because you're putting in the work, you're hardworking, you can't help but feel more energized at certain points. But then the Nine of Wands does remind you that that can at times leave you feeling diminished when it comes to your energy. It can leave you inching closer towards a burnout. And so I feel like the week is highlighting the fact that, yes, put in the work, right? It even feels imperative is the wording coming through. It feels like you maybe don't have a choice at certain points, responsibilities, obligations playing into that, but redevelop a sense of balance in it all, right? Of course, in regards to where your control actually does lie. Your approach is making a difference is what I'm hearing, as I just pulled from the middle of the Wheel of Fortune. So the week is going to show you evidence that things are turning in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is at hand for you, working to your advantage. I feel like you need to remember there are spirits at a distance and up close, working around you behind the scenes to your advantage once again. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is also talking about you needing to remember, okay, to look to your North Star is what I'm hearing for clarification and information on expansion and new energy for the future. Maybe a new reality is what I'm hearing. But I want to say that this is also talking about your destiny, your purpose in this lifetime. And that's somehow popping up, taking a focus throughout this week period. The Queen of Wands. They're saying there's no shortage of passion throughout the week as you feel a bit on fire at certain points. You can't help but feel like taking care of your physical temple by eating healthy food, drinking a lot of water, maybe working out for a lot, skincare, self-care in general is part of this time period for you. But coming out, the Hierophant, inevitable change is what I just heard, as I find that this is going to really remind you of the importance of things being shuffled up, changing, and feeling different for you more than ever at this point. And so I find that there also is going to be a focus upon the fact that 2025 is your year, okay? I sense that 2024, at least in certain ways, at certain points, was not, right? We all struggled a bit, I feel, in 2024. And so this is meant to be your year. Putting aside the beginning stages of which, right, some of which had a really positive beginning to this year, but either way, they're saying, look at this as a fresh start for the remainder of this year, okay? I know this is just a weekly read, but they're saying that for a reason. The King of Swords and the Hanged One. We understand that you are very intelligent. I don't know why that's coming through. I almost feel like other people are feeling this, sensing this, maybe even expressing this to you. A big thank you is what I just heard for being a knowledgeable, wise soul and putting in the effort. And you might even be a really gifted soul being drawn to this reading, where that just seems to somehow be a part of this week. The Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Good news comes in and it leads to abundance. All right, that's the direct message coming through. You might even find the week highlights the fact that you're meant to be a source of good news, clarity, even intuitive knowledge, maybe spiritual knowledge for other people. And that could be part of how you're gifted, right? But they're saying going back to your main energy, it's a week where they're saying you are attracting in like the special, powerful master that you truly are. You will get what you want. All right. So that is what excuse me. That is what I have for you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Bye, Scorpio.